How do you actually build your business without setting goals? Bit of a raw one here today. Have you ever heard coaches tell you that you need to set goals? You need to have this goal and that goal. If you want to hit it, you need to write it down. You need to see it. You need to maybe create a vision board or visualize it. I'm not here to argue that the stuff can work. Yeah. But to say that you need to set goals to hit them is quite ludicrous because I've hit goals without setting them. I know plenty of people who have as well. And I know plenty of people who have written their goals down. They've done all the stuff. They've done all the shit and it hasn't worked for them. So I'm not saying that stuff can never work, but I'm saying it's not the defining factor. And you can absolutely be successful and hit certain goals, even if you don't have them mapped out. And I did this myself. When I was scaling my coaching business, I set myself a goal, I guess, of like 30K a month by the end of the year. But that was like a loose goal. It was like, oh, I'd like to be here. I didn't really reverse engineer it or anything like that. And I ended up hitting that within 3 months. And I didn't really know how or what I was doing. So I'll get on to how you might be able to do it for yourself. But I had an idea of what I wanted to do, like the numbers and creating content. But I didn't know like specifically, I'm going to do this many of this and this many of that. I just kind of did it. So I did the inputs and I just did more and more and more. So with that business, I did $5,700 cash collected, mind you, the first month, $9,700 the second month. And I gave myself 6 months to hit 10K. Again, not a goal that was written down or anything specific I was going to do. Just that was just like, that would be cool, right? And the third month I hit 7,400 and the fourth month I hit 31,300 cash collected. And I was literally like, WTF, mate. Like, how? Like, I'm not quite sure. And then I had to actually look at what I did. And we scaled up from there, but I'll just kind of leave that there for now because I hit that within 4 months. What I had really set as like a kind of a nice to have target by the end of the year. And all I did was I didn't set the goal, but I focused on the inputs. I did the inputs every single day. And I didn't even say at the beginning, I'm going to do this many of this and this many of that, this many messages and this many. No, I just did something. And then when I got comfortable at it, I did more of it. And when I got comfortable at that, I did even more of that. So what that looked like, it was some content, and more content. Some messages where we were qualifying leads, more messages, more messages. Some emails, more emails, more emails. Obviously, I didn't go and do like 1 an hour or something. Hopefully you get the point. But I just saw what was working and I did a bit more of it. And then when I was able and I felt I could scale a bit more, I did a bit more of it. Same with the calls, same with the delivery, everything. And so I think it's generally like that. Obviously, setting goals has its time and its place, yes. But it doesn't mean you can't be successful without it. And even when you think about small goals, sometimes we don't set them. Sometimes what I've done in the past is I'll just say, okay, I'll do this. Oh, cool, we hit this. Now I'm going to do a bit more. Oh, cool, we hit this. Once we hit a new milestone, how can I do something more? And so it doesn't sound too wishy-washy. I'll give you real examples. I could say, oh, that's cool. We hit this number now and we hit this benchmark where we're getting consistent leads every day. Could I open up a school community? Oh, this is working really well. Should I start adding twice a week YouTube videos? Look at what we're doing now. Oh, this is really cool. I was doing emails once a week. Should I move the frequency to 3 times a week? Oh, cool. Should I move the frequency to daily? It's just about doing a bit more and doing a bit more and doing a bit more. That's one way to really work it. Same with going to the gym. Yeah, you might have your target number in your head. You might. Beautiful. And if you can do that and you can see it, that's great. But let's say you hadn't even considered that. Let's say you just went to the gym. You say, hey, I'm just going to go once a week. And then you start finding it fun and you go twice a week. And then after twice a week, you start to get slightly less sore because you've built up your recovery. Your muscles have gotten bigger, stronger. And now you can go 3 times a week. You maybe didn't set the goal to be where you would be body-wise and body composition-wise at the end of a few months if you went 3 times a week. Maybe you were just going for the fun of it at the start. So you can still get the result without setting the goal. Now, there is, I guess, in the back of your mind, a goal or some kind of thing that you might have, but you don't have to have it all super dialed in. And so you can work in different ways. Setting goals is really powerful if you've got like specifics, like, oh, we want to spend this much on ads and get this many people to this landing page. Cool. I'm not saying it can't work, but I'm saying it's not the only thing. So it's just pretty much, I don't know if this was a rant, if this was just kind of sharing something pretty short and sweet, but you can do these things. So if you want to get results without setting goals, literally all you have to do is do the thing, do more of the thing, do more of the thing, and you'll find yourself moving towards something, whether it's a goal, but you'll find yourself making progress. And again, some people can work that way. Some people just make some progress and then they make a bit more progress and they make a bit more progress. And that's how I did it. Do I set goals? Yeah, I set goals now. Frequently do. But sometimes I don't. I didn't in the start of launching my coaching business. I honestly didn't set a goal until I hit, I want to say $100,000 a month. I remember one month hitting 82. And I don't think I consciously set a, hey, I want to make 100,000. But I knew it'd be kind of nice to have. So I guess I could say I didn't really set the goal. I didn't set it and reverse engineer it. Even now with this YouTube channel, I've not set a goal. It's very hard to set outcome-based goals, especially on something like this. With sales, yeah, it's a bit more numbers-based, but with this, I can't set a goal on views. But I can set a goal on how consistent I want to be. I can set a goal on how frequently I want to upload. I can set a goal on the types of videos I'm going to do, whether I'm going to mix up mindset videos or tactical videos. And so here, I'm just doing more and doing more and doing more. And hopefully, I don't know how I'm on camera now, but hopefully getting better and getting better along the way. So that's really what I'm doing here. Now, will there ever be a time that I set goals here? Absolutely. Could be. There may never be, but there definitely could be. So really, I guess what I've tried to get across in this ramble is just that you don't need to set the goals to see the result. You can definitely see results without them. It's just about making progress and doing a bit more and doing a bit more and doing a bit more every day. So I hope that was helpful. If it is, like, sub, all that jazz. See you on the next one.